Hello friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Vlogmas video. Today I am going to be flipping through my pages for the month of November in all of the journals that I have in front of you today. My 365 journal, my commonplace ring binder, as well as my daily writing journal, because the last time when I set up my December pages, I did not actually flip through the November ones because I have filmed that video early. So we're going to go through all of those today, as well as updates on like my November challenge that I have set out for myself in my 365 journal. So I'm going to do this first, my commonplace ring binder, because November was super busy. I was traveling, there are a lot of events, and to think that because there are a lot of like traveling and events happening in the month of November, that I would have like a bunch of like photos to show. The problem was our printer like finally bit the dust and I can't print anything, and which is fine, it's fine. So I only have this one page for the month of November. I do have like pages that I want to make for the month of December, like some wrap-ups, like my 2023 recap of like my YouTube music and such, but I will leave all of those for December for like the year-end stuff. So the only spread I have here for the month of November, no pictures, so I just listed out all of like the shinies that I got. I got 2 regular and 2 Palladian Whoopers for Community Day. I have gotten Seal's Light Cone. I was gunning for Jingliu's Light Cone because I have E1 Jingliu, but I did not get like enough Stellar Jades in time. So instead, my pity rolled over to Seal's Light Cone and I got this. And then I also got Farina. I won 50-50 at 73 pity, and then 21 rolls after I got Chi-Chi, and I am now guaranteed for whatever next 5-star I get for Genshin Impact. I also got a full odds shiny Lechonk in Pokemon Go the day I came home from my trip to Cebu for Archon weekend, and it's like a welcome home sort of shiny for me. And then I also got Inkido and Sakamoto in Fate Grand Order, about 20-ish multiples, like 2 or 3 rather multiples in between each other, which is nice. I also started playing for all time, or the, what is it called? Love Brush Chronicles, and Lars is my first SSR that I've gotten, even though I am quite a Clarence main and my record is Ein. Lars, it's fine. And then all of the cards that I have gotten for like TCG, I started buying actually Pokemon cards this month. So I've gotten like my hits as the Golden Terrestrialized Charizard EX, the Bombardier EX, Hoopa EX, the Ultra Rare Terra, the Cafagrigus EX, and also a Holo Earthen Vessel. So those are all of like the card hits that I got for like the number of packs that I've bought. And then I ended with a shiny Swirlix in Pokemon Go as well as my last shiny for the month. So nothing there. This is for the month of December. So only one page. Understandable because I have been very busy. Like I did a bunch of like crocheting the whole month of November for like in preparation for what I will be bringing to Archon Cebu, and also like for the December conventions that I'm going to consign in. So basically everything was a mess. Now we're going to flip through the month of November inside my daily writing journal. They're in frame. This is how the monthly turned out. I did not check off some of the items that are in here, even though I did them. But my theme for the month of November was Farmer's Market, and I really enjoyed all of the colorful stuff. But I will be completely honest. I actually finished this 1 line a day today as I'm filming this, which is the 5th of December. I'm filming this in advance than the day that you're going to see this video up. And also because of how busy I was, I only gotten around to, actually 5. I gotten around to 4 here. Not really that like high end of the spectrum when it comes to good anime to watch. But I did watch another one, which is My New Boss is Goofy, which is still ongoing. That's why I didn't write it in here. But I'm loving that series actually. Like a very wholesome and also very funny sort of slice of life workplace anime. And then for my highlights page, so lackluster. It's fine. It's understandable, but I did list like the same ones that I had in my notebook, like all of the shinies, all of the card pulls and all of the gotcha pulls that are in here. I've written it down here. All of my finished objects that I have crocheted for the month of November, even though there is like 2 more dice bags that I did not count here. I just left it be. I didn't really care for it anymore. And then the main highlight probably is my first ever zipline experience in the nearest hills. I wasn't supposed to go for the zipline because I do have like a certain fear of like whenever I don't have anything with like a structure that is stable enough under my feet, no matter how high or off the floor it is or off the ground it is. But I did that. We did 2 stations of zipline, and I'm not going to do that ever again. I do have a video of that in my last Cozy and Chaos episode if you want to hear me scream. Next, we have here is my KREIDEPRINZ KARTENLADEN Archon packing list of all of the items that I needed to bring, as well as my inventory. I'm happy to say that I do have like a little bit of sales, even though this is like my first market, my first convention that I went to, so it was fine. It was fun. Chaotic, but pretty much fun. And I also have like stuff here that I stuck in from the trip. However, I did end up being very lazy, so I ended up like putting all of like the receipts and other stuff that I have collected, like ephemera, here in this baggie. This paper that is in here actually is the placemat of the restaurant that we ate when I pulled the shiny, or rather the golden Charizard Terra EX, and I kept it because for me this is like probably a very lucky mat. So I kept it in here just for memories, and it fits quite well in this baggie actually if I put it flat like this. There are a lot of receipts here from like me buying the cards or like the food that we ate. I don't want to pull them all out because it's quite messy, and as you can see I am having a tough time putting this in. But yeah, all of the receipts and ephemera are all in there, just keeping there even though it's like very bulky. And that is it for the November pages. I know this is like very lackluster. I'm trying to like make it up with the month of December. However, as you can see here, a lot has happened like in the early few days of December, so I haven't even touched my 1 line a day. I'm probably going to go through this like and update this later after I film. And I also just started watching like my 25 days of anime list. So yeah, nothing much is going on in the last few months of like my daily writing journal. And now we proceed to my 365 journal, which is very much chunky. I actually had a challenge for myself for the month of November to only use seal stickers that I've hoarded for like my whole lifetime. All of the like stickers that are like in this way. Am I even in frame? Yes, I am. I have a bunch of them, and also these alpha stickers that are smaller. I am very much doing so well with these. Like it's almost gone, and I'm going to like give up on some of these once I use up like the 4s maybe. So yeah, there are a bunch here that I could like let go of like at the end of the year, and I did tally them. So for the beginning of the month, I had 22 sheets of the number stickers, or like the alpha stickers rather, and 5 of the icon deco stickers, which are no longer here actually, so I can't give you an example of that. And also 83 of the seal stickers, so that is perfectly 110 sheets. And at the end of November, I've counted all of the remaining sheets that are in this baggie. I have 14 alpha stickers left, 2 or rather 3 of the icon deco. However, this is no longer like accurate because I have used up all of them. So I think we'll just cross that off. And then 63 of the seal stickers, so it's 80 now. So that is like 30 sheets used up in the month of November. And I will like deduct the other 3 so that it is in total 77 total sheets left in this baggie, bringing us 33 sheets used in the month of November. So with that out of the way, let's get into the pages that I crammed. Actually, I didn't really touch. I did have like a video a few days prior to this one of me filling out all of the rest of like the pages that I have here, because I have stopped at like day 9 of November and had to catch up until like the 25th or the 29th maybe. So yeah, this is what we're looking at for the month of November. All seal stickers, the alpha stickers, and I also used just one pen, which is this like vintage lavender purple color. I really enjoyed it actually. So we're going to flip through this a little bit. I actually kind of forgetting what I wrote in here. Also, I have a flap here of all of like the videos that I wanted to pre-record for Vlogmas. So I just tipped it in here because I do have like some videos that are still here that I haven't filmed yet. So that will not be a spoiler for you guys. This is when I got Farina, and I also pulled Chi Chi. And on this day, that's why I like decorated it all in sweets, because Farina is like pretty much a represented, pretty much like inspired by Mary Antoinette, with all of the cakes and the sweets and tea and such. I did also like do horizontal spreads like this one, just to take up as much space as I can, because not only did I forget what happened on a particular day, there's not much going on, especially when I am crocheting. So I do my best to just fill up as much of the space or the white space as I can. For this one, I did do the packing list for the KREIDEPRINZ KARTENLADEN, and I wrote down the number of items that I brought with me to Archon, and then I did put like labels in here of like what got sold and what got gifted, because I did like have friends there helping me out, and I wanted to give them something that I made. This is the Archon trip. Very messy, very chaotic when it comes to like journaling, because it has been days after like me journaling the events, and sometimes I don't really like to. What I notice is that whenever I go and travel and then it's like a weekend long situation, I tend to not want to journal about it when I come back home. So probably the smarter thing to do for me is that if I go travel, I will have a designated travel journal, which is like the smarter thing to do, if I'm completely honest. But I didn't have the time. When we went to Cebu, it's always like wake up at 7 a.m. to drink medicine, but the problem was I actually slept at around 3 a.m. that day. So it's always like around 3 to 4 hours of sleep, and it was very chaotic, it was very exhausting, and also very fun. So I also have here like a roadmap on what happened on this day, wherein I spent some time with my friends there after the convention, and this is when I pulled like my golden Charizard. This is us going home. I kind of like did not care anymore about white spaces moving forward. Like this one, I needed time to recharge, so I just wrote a little bit there, and then that's the end of it. And when there are like days wherein I don't really have anything, I can't think of anything to write, I decided to just put like my first impressions of Love Brush Chronicle with like the boys here, just a little entry of each and every one of them. And then my cousins came home for like a visit, and they are from Canada, and we went out, like just the four of us. And like this is the tough thing, because I haven't recovered from my travel to Cebu just yet, and then I already have another outing, and then after like them going home, I have another something that happened. So it's very much like I haven't even recovered yet, even until now, and I have this Vlogmas. So it has been very much go, go, go from like the middle of November until like the end of December for me, basically. So I also did a little bit of roadmap here on where we went. I even got sick actually during this outing, but recovered quite quickly, and I have a bunch of stories here that happened. We just had McDonald's at the end of the day, which is very nice. Then also here we have the 25th. I listed down all of the events that I wanted to put in this journal for the video that I did catching up to my pages from the 9th to the 23rd. So it was very chaotic, but this is what I like about having like a list of like mini notes on what happened on a particular day if you have missed on some pages for your journal. And so I decided to just make it pretty and decorate, and this is like very useful for me. Then this is the zipline experience that I've journaled in the Mirrors Hills. Very chaotic, very exhausting, but I had fun. It is like a first time experience facing my fear, and I know now that I am not going to do that ever again. We have Italian on this day, and I also got a haircut, and do not mind that all of my decos are sort of like Spanish, even though we ate an Italian at an Italian restaurant rather. But yeah, there's a lot of like olive oil and tomatoes anyway, so I just decorated that. And then this is when my cousins went home to Canada, we sent them to the airport, and I got to go to our tiny local yarn shop, which was very sweet. And very also much chaotic because their 3 cats actually got the zoomies when I went there to like look for Chanel yarns, and it was fun. They're very adorable little cats. And as always, whenever it is like the day before the last day of the month, I do all of my anime list, all of the anime that I have watched for a particular month. And I'm probably not going to like film a reactions video or like a review video for this particular month, just because I only watch technically 4 out of like the 9 or 8 that I have chosen for this month. And also I did a bunch of like filming for this day. So yeah, if you want like my reaction to these particular anime, you can pause the video and read like my little reviews for them. And then this is the end of the month. Just a little bit of like snapshot of all of the highlights that happened this month, as well as my frustrations that happened at the end of the month. I'm not going to elaborate what happened. However, it is like very much painful. We are still recovering from it. But yeah, it has been chaotic. So anyway, that is all of the pages that I have for the month of November. And now for the month of December, as you can see, this chaotic mess, I think I have been like going crazy, just depriving myself of just using stickers that I wanted to like collage and use like my scraps and pieces of paper again, also washi. So I went kind of overboard, and I'm not particularly pleased with my placements for this page. However, it is what it is, and like it's very much a chaotic mess, but I like it. I miss collaging, and so that is what we're going to be doing for the month of December. We're just going to continue the scrap stash lock challenge for like the last month of 2023, our final hurrah before I clear out all of the stuff that are in my stash lock box, and we're going to reset it for the month of January someday soon. So yeah, that is all of the pages that I have for the month of November in all of my notebooks here, and that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and for like going through all of this mess with me. We only have 1 month left to go in like these notebooks, and I'm hoping and praying that December is going to be a little less hard and chaotic and exhausting. And yeah, we can't really say that because it's like a holiday season, so like yeah. Anyway, enough about that. I will like let you go now, and I'll see you in the next video. So until then, guys, take care and bye.